These boys did an 11-mile run yesterday, and they're a little sore.
And it's high here, a lot of altitude. So everything is high here.
Wow! Aurora, Denver, and the surrounding counties, please. A warm, drugged-up welcome for Mr. Jared and Jensen.
The smaller crowd, it is the liveliest of crowds. So whatever you're smoking, keep it up. It's,
I think, and this is just putting it out there, I think we should come back. You're listening, right? You're listening, right?
I gotta be honest, I'm not sure they agree with you. Really see eye to eye with that direction. I'll give you an example. I thought that Dean came around in accepting Jack a little too quickly. With as stubborn as he was in accepting him and wanting to rid the world of him, I thought that turn was pretty quick. And it went against kind of my instincts. However, we needed it to happen so that we could move the story along.
Weird things happened in my life that were inexplicable. I wasn't super interested in the supernatural before I started doing the show. I'm no more interested now, necessarily.
He knows too much.
I will say this, I forget where I was the other day. I think I was in some valley with my family or something, and a pot fell off the counter, and they were like, "It's a ghost." Oh yeah, it was something. And I was like, "Nah, if it's a ghost, they're not going to show up where I am."
I think that 13 years on this, playing these characters has given us a false sense of power around the unexplainable. That being said, I, like Jared alluded to, am similar in the fact that I would like to think, and I usually think that there is some sort of a reason behind pots falling. I don't jump to the paranormal as my first explanation for something like that, but then I go to that. I'm like, well, if it is, they just walked into the wrong house.
Dean!
And it works very similar for him.
Furthermore, well, no, I mean, as a objective third party, the difference is even further than just physical. It's vocal. Give me a Jensen Dean. Son of a bitch.
Again, it's subtle.
It's just nuance.
It's really just the nuance.
Minutia.
You gotta look for it. Thank you.
I have a weird, I think like when I was a kid, I got spit on by a bully or something. I have a weird deal with spit, with being spit on. And there have been 2 times in supernatural history where Sam was supposed to be effectively spit on or drooled on, and I can't do it. I literally cannot do it. One was the siren or whatever, the guy who was supposed to spit. And I was like, I can't do this, guys. Like, we have to do like a cut, and I have to put it in, and I just have a weird like I'm gonna punch you. Like, you'd punch me in the face, and I'll be like, hey, what's your problem? You spit on me, I'm gonna kill you. In case you know, in case you need to know. So the next one was, there was a time where there was like a witch in a house or something, and she tackles me, and she's drooling onto me. Zombie? A zombie. Whatever it was, I was like, guys, I feel really bad. I can't do this scene tomorrow. Like, I can do all around it. You can put some stuff on my face with my makeup artist or whatever, and cut back to me and it's on my face, but I can't have something coming out of somebody else's mouth hitting me in the face. And so they called in my stunt man, my carpenter, to have it done. And I saw him the next day. I was like, Carpy, dude, I'm sorry. He's like, no, it's great. Like, I'm getting paid to like come in. I don't give a shit. He's like, just never to being hit by a car or something. So, but literally, that's the only times I think on set that I've literally been uncomfortable. That, and luckily we don't do too many of these, but sex scenes are really weird because, well, but you have these guys and gals on the crew, and you know them, you know their wives and husbands, you know their kids, and then you show up and you're basically in like skin tone underwear, like, hey man, how you been? Like, I got it. So it's weird. Those are two weird situations for me.
Yeah, I obviously don't have issues. Because I'm the one that gets put in all those situations. Claustrophobic, heights, creepy dolls. Yeah, I don't know. I kind of go somewhere mentally, and recently there was a hole that was dug in the ground that I had to dive into. And the hole, yeah, it was last year, and the hole was I think it was about 6 feet deep. And it was at night, and there was no light down there, and it was a fresh hole. And all the things that came with a very fresh dug hole in the night that you couldn't see, but you could just feel. And so I went down there during rehearsal, and it was... He spends most of his time in the gutter, and it was one of those like, gosh, I don't really want to do this.
I have two. So full disclosure, we don't know what episode 300 is about, but I think because well, I don't know why exactly I think this. I think it would be funny to do a sort of meta episode of the 300. Be fun to do some like Greco-Roman wrestling and Coliseum.
Are we in costume doing Roman Greco? Okay.
Naked's a costume.
Yeah.
I always thought, we've joked about this a few times, and I actually do think this is one of the few shows that can pull it off because y'all guys are so supportive. It'd be fun to see sort of an episode about nothing. Like, when do the boys wash their clothes? Like, when do they shave? When do they...
Grocery shop.
The closest we get is maybe the gas station scenes where we're filling up the Impala, but otherwise, all that goes into the Winchesters being who they are is kind of just taken for granted. And I want to say that sometime in 310 episodes, which would be the end of this season, 307 episodes, it'd be fun to see what happens behind the scenes.
I thought, I mentioned this in the meet and greet today. I think a fun episode would be the boys go to the track. And Dean's racing the Impala against other, or just racing, anything. But I see like Dean with the headgear on, and he's communicating with in the pits. and Sam's in there like going, "Why are you on his tail?" And Dean's like, "'Cause Robin is racing!" And there's this whole thing, and then you got the spinning out in the infield, and you got the different personalities with the drivers. Dean probably punches a guy. I don't know. Champagne, hot chicks. Who doesn't want to see that? Oh, okay, I'm alone on this one. Fine.
Everything, by the way, for those who couldn't hear the popping, everything just broke. All of it. I think she threw the boys way under the bus. We let her off easy. Lauren's a great young lady. I think we're both thrilled for her success. We were just talking about her new movie with Mark Wahlberg recently. So good on her. She's a sweetheart. But if she came back, I think the boys would, they'd tune her up a little bit. So you know what, you cost us a lot of stuff. I mean, she stole the Colt, right? She stole the Impala.
A lot of people have done a lot of bad things.
Lottery tickets? Come on. Dean was not happy about that.
She shot me.
She was problematic.
She was a bit toxic.
She objectified Dean?
How dare she?
Yeah, how dare she? This is 2018, all right? Enough of that. What's that?
You already got us in trouble, so I'm about to get myself in trouble again. I still want to see the Wayward Sisters. SB family, this is Mariana, right? Okay, it was loud out there. This is Mariana, SB and family.
I don't know. She's got a couple of IDs here. That's, well, that's in case you're looking at it like this.
Awesome. So you are our last question, which means you get to come up here and see what we see. What?
It's your birthday.
Happy birthday!
Way to go, Rob. You made her cry.
Way to go, guys. Happy birthday, Mariana.
And what is your question?
So I was going to ask, how did it feel when you fell in love with Jen?
Oh, that's a great.
It was a sunny day.
I felt wrong. I felt wrong. I felt like it wasn't the right thing for me to do.
I kept saying this is inappropriate.
He's my friend.
This is my friend.
I need to tell Jared.
Right. I need to. Yeah.
I'll give it a shot now too. I think when I fell in love, it was very similar to when people fall in love with whomever they fall in love with. It was sort of an understanding. It wasn't instant. It was over time. Really understanding that you care about somebody, they care about you, a certain amount of trust, and I hope we all get to experience that.